Yeah. Hi guys. Today I'm just gonna stop by here and start talking a little bit about what was going on about this pandemic disease that is has expanded all around the world, and we see a lot to talk about it because this thing that it brings us to see we as a human we are just like any species that we depends on our nature, and this disease it comes from our nature, and it's not I know I've seen a lot of things on social media, like those extreme right wings and extreme left wings and extreme different group of religions that they don't believe in it. So every group is making our own design. How do they take this disease? This is a crisis, but we must understand like every community, every country has taken this measure differently. We see today, I know how did it start. That's the other mystery, like who started this. There are so many people saying okay, like it's a war against human. I know it's a war, but they didn't create it as a bilateral by any government. I know we've seen government in Middle East that they have create weapons to kill their own people, like uh, some gassing their own people. We saw in Syria and Arab war, some people they've been killed by their own government, and we see in North Korea. North Korea they have gas that they can kill thousands, millions of people. But this case, they try to so many extreme people that they say like, oh, this is was created as a weapon to kill people or to change the world order, which is we have a lot of things about it. I can see, how did it start. As you see, it started in China, and so many things that we use it comes from China. And China, the United States and China, they've been accusing themselves. The Chinese government, they've been accusing the United States that this the United States military that went and created this disease. And thus, and there is the Chinese government too. Most of the United States government, they're accusing, especially Donald Trump, calling it as a Chinese virus. So that means that he thinks that the China created this thing to affect the economy, to affect the world orders. But I mean, there's a mystery behind this in both ways. In China, like how did it start? As you see in Wuhan, the city where this started, this is a site that is used to for a scientist to create or to find a cure for some disease. So there is a site in Wuhan that there is scientists that they've been working it. So that's why so many people they say that this disease did get escape. So that's why it's creating this. But as we see in United States too, there is some Harvard scientists that they've been charged for with Chinese scientists. They've been charged in United States about creating or trying to hide some kind of uh, work behind the government. So they've been charged of this, creating this. But we see in United States Senate, it is more important that I was thinking about that the president and those elite at Wall Street, they knew about it because we saw so many like three senators that they have their own stock at the Wall Street. So before that, they were warned about this that it was coming. It's real, and President Trump knew about it, but he didn't care about the people. He was caring about the economic. He was caring about his friends, the millionaires. Just with those senators they sold their stock, 8 millions, 10 millions before the pandemic comes to the United States. And we see how they've been acting now in different countries. China, Russia, Cuba sending doctors helping other people. And as European Union, they have fared. The United States, they have fared to help people, and even to help their own people. And we see how do they pass in tons of money in Congress. That goes to the citizen, that's fine. But there's other farm workers, especially in California, in Florida, so many Latinos that they work in a farm, they not getting any help. And so many people that works in constructions and works in different warehouses that is pretty much brown colors, very much brown colors, which it means Latinos. They work, but they are they not a citizen from here, so they not getting any help from any government. But we see in South America, especially in China and Venezuela, the government is helping people, even like they don't care about their status, even like they are not citizen, but they living in a country. So the government they been helping them, they been giving them the care they need to control this disease. But the United States, they've been doing a great job to helping their citizens, but they being mean to those hard working people that they are the only one that they produce our food, that they're working in different countries too, in different states in Mexico, South America, Central America. All this government, they've been passing bills to protect the big corporation, but not to protect their citizens. So that's the other thing that we have to learn about it. And so many and about the system in countries. I mean, China now he's using this crisis to advance his project, the socialism. So that's why the Chinese government in Cuba and Russia, they've been helping other countries, because it will have an impact after this crisis. So that things it will come back. The crisis that's gonna hurt the peoples around the world is the economic, because this is the international recession is coming back, and that will create a gap between rich and poor. So that's the other thing. In United States, they trying to advance their interests too. Now we see, especially the issue that they have in Venezuela. Now they moving any aircraft around the country in the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans surrounding the Venezuela. They're trying to invade Venezuela. So each countries, powerful countries, they using this crisis to advance their interests. But and this is something like I said, we are as a human, we're exposed to different disease, but the different type of bodies that have its own immunity. Like I don't have any cancer, but I can get cancer, but probably I'm more likely than others that they are more weaker, so the cancer causes them more advanced to their immunity. So that's why so many people, they get very, very fast, like sick, and they die fast. Why? Because their immune system, it doesn't help them. Some other people, they don't get sick, or they don't die at the early age. Why? Because their immune system, it fights back the diseases. It's the same things happening here. These diseases comes from the nature. The coronavirus is part of the nature. So the only thing the human can do is start looking for any cure. The scientists, they working hard now. They working hard to find a vaccine, but it will take longer. And this coronavirus, it comes to stay. It's not going away for next 2 years, 3 years. Probably it will stay forever, and it will stay to change people's life, to change the economic system. So That's the point here, that so many interests, that so many government, that they knew about it, but they decided to kill their own people, and then they decided to protect their millions of dollars in banks. And as a Maya or as American to this continent, we have a different point of view about it. So that's why I'm talking, or I'm saying that this is part of the nature, but we must think about it. But it's being used to create power, and then to create any dispute between different elites in different countries. So it's a lot to talk about it, guys, and I hope you guys making it through. I know it will go away, but I hope you got some help from your government wherever you are watching this video. But I hope too that there is other people around the globe that they suffering, and that's the point of this disease, that we, like today, countries helping each other how to contain this disease, how to find a vaccine for this disease. In different level of states, I think maybe all these scientists in different countries, they exchanging information, how it is affecting here in United States, how it is affecting in China, how it is affecting in Spain, in Italy. So all this information they gathering, and they becoming to find out a solution for this crisis. And thank you guys, and share this video, and I hope I know it's a lot to talk about it, but this is not part of a weapon, as a war weapon to kill other people's, other nations people. I think this is a human against the nature, and nature will succeed against all all around the world. The nature always will be succeeding, because we as a human, we as a species, we just like the other animals, that they can get killed anytime, because nature is the most powerful thing that we can respect. So that's why in my cosmovision, that as Maya, as you guys can see this number behind me, is something that we care more about our nature than than the money. But these things, it comes to me to become stronger, and all these things I will talk about it in the book, which is I just stopped writing it yesterday. We will add more ideas and add more conclusion on the book, which is I'm gonna call it a pandemic war against the human. And that's why I just been stopping here, and I hope you guys can share this video. And if you have any more ideas, you can just text us, or maybe you can call us, and then we can start talking. What do you think? How do you see this pandemic, or is this affecting you? Or what do you think about other countries, how they handling this crisis? Thank you guys, and share this video.